Hello and welcome back to another video review from the Geek Tech Show. And in this video we are going to be checking out this. What is this? It is the iSteady mobile Hohem 3-axis handheld stabilizer gimbal for smartphone. This is a video review of this unedited raw, and in my channel I review stuff not because I get them for free, but because I pay for them and I use them myself. So it is a sponsored video, honest review just for you. So what does it come with? It comes with this, which is good. We have a carry case, and the biggest question is, why is this #1 best-selling on Amazon? Pretty much because this one is really one of the cheapest gimbals that actually works and does its job on Amazon. There is definitely a lot more competition, but at 85 bucks as of today, this is a pretty good price for what it does. It comes with an instructions manual, which is pretty slim, and even slimmer, some kind of a piece of paper that shows you how you can do this with a quick start guide, which is kind of terrible. If you want to get the real deal, all you have to do is pretty much go to the website. They have a demo of this on the site itself, how to use it. So what is inside? It comes with this ninja style, that's right. And this is not a ninja style, it is a mini tripod. And they're trying to match the DJI because it has the same thing also with this. And what is this for? Well, pretty much what's this for is, see this? It goes right under here. Haha, how smart is that? And you can pretty much just put this and do selfies with it. Yeah, that's what it does, because it tracks your face as you walk, so you can probably like film yourself as you just lay it on the ground or something like that. It also comes with a small USB cable. Do not lose this because that's all you get. It doesn't come with a wall charger. If you have one from an iPhone, you can actually just add this to it, or you can charge this in a socket. The device itself, one thing I really dislike about this, right off the bat, it's heavy. This is about 1 pound in weight, almost exactly a pound. The DJI one is a quarter less. There was 2 versions of the DJI. One is a quarter less, another one is half a pound, which is even more slim. So yeah, this makes a huge difference because it's already heavy, and then you get an iPhone. You can use any phone, you can use a smartphone. Now one thing this thing actually tells you is, as you line this up, do not turn this on. You're gonna probably break it or mess this up. Make sure you get this the way you want it to. And you can add, this is an iPhone SE 2020. You can probably use it on the SE 2022 as well. You can also put it on the Mini, which is the iPhone Mini. And if you stretch this, you can see that it stretches just a little bit more, So if you have the big phone and you have a protection case, it might not actually work. Doesn't stretch enough for this to work for itself. So when you put this on, you want to make sure you put this on whichever way you want, and there is an arm band right here that lets you adjust this, how much out you want this for. So for example, if you want this out more, you can try to get it out more. Actually, you can get it in more, but you can't get it out more. So that's all it does for you. You can see how much of a phone you can put here. So what you're doing then, you're just placing it whichever way you want, horizontal or vertical. Horizontal, vertical, and here it is, vertical. If that's how you want to film stuff, we're going to be filming it vertical, like this. If you want to film things horizontal, you just put it horizontal first. And I'm going to be showing you videos, one video I made with this working, so you can see how it looks like. So after you put this on, all you're doing next is you're pressing on the record button, which is on the control, and it has a joystick on it as well. Let's turn this on. You just press on it, and it's on right now. So as it's on, you can see how it moves, and as I move, it balances this with me. You can see right here how it actually works. Whoa, really cool. And it's also like holding a brick and walking with it, pretty much so. Now this wide angle, there is T, which is like this. See? T. This is if you want to do it like selfies, like that. Or you want to do wide, just press on the button wide, and you go up and down, pretty much so. Now, apart from the weight, it's kind of a cool thing for you to use. The problem with this is that if you don't actually want to use your smartphone, you want to use like a DJI or a GoPro to shoot videos with, and you don't need a smartphone, you really don't need something like this to be used, and they do the same thing because they have the stability control to them. On the other hand, you always have your phone with you, and if you have a 4K on the phone, you can film everything with 4K. The other problem is not every smartphone is going to fit in. And lastly, the biggest problem is I don't know how long this plastic thing is going to live. I can just see this thing eventually break, just because, not because it is designed not well, it's just because of the mechanism, just the kind of mechanism that is used here. I don't see this thing living for too long. Now I could be totally wrong on this, but if you guys know how long yours lasted, let me know below. Biggest problem is this. I don't know if you see this, but the biggest problem is if you're going to be walking around with the DJI or the GoPro, the phone itself, you see how big the phone is? If you're recording with a DJI, it is much small recording device, and you have a small handhold. So not only it is more lightweight, it is less people are going to be paying attention to you. So if you're going to be doing some recording and just walking around, look how huge this device is, and how weird it looks. You walking with it, like tick, 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 just walking around with this thing and like talking or whatever videos you're doing. It's just really awkward and huge and big. And if you're getting the DJI version, it's all white. It's even more like, look at me, I have something and I'm recording myself, pretty much. This one is a little more inconspicuous because it's black, especially at night. You can't see this, but then you can't see anything you're recording too. So go figure. It is an interesting device. Unfortunately, I don't have too much of a use for this. After getting it, first was like, awesome, I'm going to be doing awesome videos, walking around and filming. Then I'm like thinking, well, I can just get a GoPro, get wide angle, and I don't need a better camera. I don't need a better phone, and I can do everything I need without this. And it's going to be even more better footage and easier to hold. Now, lastly, check this one out. This is the most interesting one. If you go and hold this from the top, take a look at this. It just smacks itself. I don't know why it does that. Isn't this weird or what? When you're done with this, you just press on this red button over here. You hold it, and you're done. So my thoughts on this, should you get this for yourself? The process on this. Why should you get this for yourself? It is only $85 versus a GoPro, which is 300 something. If you're getting an older version, it's not as good, but with the stabilizer and everything, we are looking at, this is 3 times cheaper. If you have already a smartphone, that's all you need. Another, which is a pro for this, is that it is the cheapest one on the market and the one that works pretty well. It also comes with this Ninja Star-like accessory, which is also a bonus. It is kind of well made. It doesn't, I mean, it is plastic, but it feels like some really good quality plastic. The downside of this, it is kind of like cheap. It might break, and the biggest downside to this, it is just too heavy. Out of everything else, out of every other con, I think this thing being 1 pound in weight, it is just a brick. And if you're a weak human, this thing is really heavy. If you're going to be recording this for a long time, it's going to be even more heavier. And the biggest problem that I haven't mentioned yet, that I totally hate about this, is the battery life. You can use it for around, I would say, less than 20 minutes, and it's going to drain its whole battery all apart. Maybe even less than that. And because the battery is rechargeable and you can't give it any other way to charge as you go, once the battery goes dead, this thing is RIP, and you can't really use it until you recharge it again. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you learned something new. If you did enjoy this video, smash the thumbs up. Subscribe to this channel for any more awesome videos that are coming soon to it. See you in the next video.